responsibility for the actions with the hope of putting closure to the nightmare for me, but more importantly, for my family.
Youngstown developer Dominic Marchionda's final plea before his sentence in a local corruption case. 2 others convicted also learned their punishment today. Good evening, I'm Dave Sess.
And I'm Alexis Walters. This case started back in October of 2017. It involved more than 100 criminal charges. This morning, 3 of the men involved were sentenced for their roles in the scheme. First News senior reporter Jerry Ricciuti was inside that courtroom for all of it. He has our top story at 6.
With several dozen family members and friends filling the back of the courtroom, the special prosecutor leading the case against Dominic Marchionda told the judge there's a right way and a wrong way to handle government funds for economic development.
The defendant did it the wrong way.
Last month, Marchionda pled guilty to his role in a 100-count indictment for submitting phony billing records for work done on the Erie Terminal and Flats on Wick projects. Today in court, prosecutors said Marchionda's punishment needs to send a message.
We're asking you to be part of the solution and, consistent with the principles of sentencing, sentence the defendant to prison.
Choking back tears, Marchionda told the judge his goal was always to redevelop Youngstown.
I realize now today that I relied on others when I should not have, and I cut corners when I should not have.
He then apologized to the court and the community.
This is not the man I want to be remembered as.
Judge Maureen Sweeney, who rarely comments on cases in front of her, said today was an exception, telling Marchionda the people in the valley had been counting on him to revitalize the city.
But also to set an example of how Youngstown had risen above the era of corruption. Unfortunately, you let them down.
The judge then placed Marchionda on 5 years probation, including 250 hours each of those years for community service. Afterward, his attorney told reporters the case should have been handled years ago in civil court.
But it snowballed into this huge case, which I believe was over-indicted.
And realizing the outcome could have been much worse, Marchionda says he just wants to put it all behind him.
I just got to regroup and move forward, and I intend to, because I'm not gonna stand still.
In Youngstown, Jerry Ricciuti, WKBN 27 First News.
Former Youngstown Finance Director David Bozanich is going to prison in this case, the only one sentenced to serve time today. He got a year in prison. Bozanich pled guilty last month to accepting unlawful compensation as a public employee and tampering with records. Judge Sweeney told Bozanich he should be ashamed for abusing the public's trust.
And Ray Brya was one of the first in the case to plead guilty and cooperate with prosecutors. The one-time executive with MS Consultants admitted to stealing $200,000 from his former employer to use as bribe money for both Finance Director Dave Bozanich and former Youngstown Mayor Chuck Samarone. The judge sentenced him to 3 years probation and 6 months house arrest.